What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action, spawning at the top of the map in the red color, playing as Poseidon. His name is Bubez. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is OdinKing. The map is Ghostlake, and I feel like we just watched this game, except now it's with a bunch or some very different characters indeed. Mr. OdinKing, who plays the game looking like this. I mean, I've heard he does this. I've never seen it myself. Never seen it in action, but apparently this is how he plays it, and I don't think anybody can understand it. And Bubez, who is a fan favorite because he plays Poseidon instead of the OPs. The OPs. Yeah, if you're a budding Poseidon player and you struggle with this matchup, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, it's time to be doing some learning. First things first, see this craziness that Bubez is doing right here. I'm circling around it because it's so awesome. Just check this out. There's two separate trees. Two villagers on two separate trees. I think what's better is this villager goes on over to this tree over here than this tree. This is kind of like the third tree you want to go to. There's still a little bit of walking time, but it's not that bad. Anyways, point is, Bubez watched my critique of Hannibal Barker, and now he just knows how to play the game because that's how this works, right? Right? Anyways, so we have 4 villagers on food. Then we had 2 villagers wood, 2 villagers gold. House comes out where? Where does the house come out? The house comes out right now on the 13th population spot. You can get the house going up on the 14th population slot, but it has to go up instantly, which is why the 13th population slot is the good one. This house here is an interesting house. I'm not sure what it achieves. It's trying to create a wall off over here, I guess, or shorten the distance there, because he is going to have to be dealing with the craziness that is OdinKing's centaur, potentially. OdinKing going 3 villages on gold. I'm not sure what that achieves, but point is, he's got his boar, he's got his bear over here. There's going to be some caribou to be grabbed. They're a little bit far away from him, to be honest. Actually, far away from both of them. And that just helps Bubez because he gets to utilize this lure that he cast straight at the start of the game. Wow, temple coming up here. This is a really ballsy temple. I say this because it's not in range of the town center. And it's in the middle of nowhere. So if OdinKing scouted this, he may decide to not go Hermes and just abuse the fact that there's forward stuff here and go for an Athena push onto this temple, kill the tower, kill the base. Potential for OdinKing to happen here, but you know, scouting is not something we see even at the highest of levels. And we do see OdinKing killing off some caribou here. That's good. But then the caribou's coming over onto this side anyways. But yes. Now, the thing that this temple does do is it's going to allow a stable to come up, a stable and another wall and stuff like that. We'll see. Is Bubez going to the next age? He's very fast. He's a speedy boy, to say the very least. And Gavcorp is going to be running around doing the scouting. This is great. I love scouting. Scouting's awesome. Everybody should scout more. If you can scout more and see what your opponent's doing, you can learn quite a bit. Run past here. There's no villagers on gold. You know what that means? That means OdinKing's not going for a fast second town center. He doesn't have to scout anything else. He just knows everything. He just learnt the entire strategy that OdinKing is going for with one little pathway through the base of OdinKing. Bubez the genius. And he's just advanced through to the classical age. He's going to be building villagers straight away. Realizes he doesn't have to build the Theseus straight away because OdinKing's not advanced yet. He's going for the double stables first to get the Theseus out a little bit later. And then he'll get some Apollo around. He'll be a happy boy. This caribou is trying to make its way over here. The centaur may be able to decide to push him back the other way. The special attack really doesn't do a lot of damage. There's the double Hippocon coming out. Still no heroes, but there's the Hermes for OdinKing. And this Caribou is on its way. And that's going to be a happy time for those Greek villagers. He's decided to stop here for some reason, though. And the scouts over here checking this one. That's going to be good. And we can see that the wall's going up over here. The wall's going up over here. It's kind of blocked off the entire front position. So the only way in for OdinKing is through this way, and there's no villagers over this side. These villagers are the only real ones that can be hit. Still a bit of a dangerous position there for Bubez's villagers. You might want to get husbandry and run onto the goats here. These are 4.0 centaurs, so not that big of a deal. And we just see the Pandora's boxes here as well while the centaur's chasing around villagers. We can see how Catastrophe is going to be moving into the base. We're going to be spotting these villagers here, realizing that that's a potential point that he can attack. Nowhere else there's going to be an option there. We can see all of these Hippocon are out to be sniping down the Odysseus. This is huge. You cannot be losing this Odysseus this early. But the centaur, you're going to be taking down Bubez's centaur, is going to be losing that one, but almost sniping the Odysseus. But if not sniping him, one thing you can do to get a really nice surround onto units you're chasing down is hit Alt B, go into the box formation, and then you can run past it, click on it, and then you're going to get a perfect surround every single time. Something I haven't seen many people doing very much, but it's very, very good. We see the Hippolyta coming out right now for Bubez. And that's the one. We see these units coming out, Theseus out, and Hippolyta. Delayed everything here. You can't do this in EE because the centaurs are too strong. You need to get the Hippolyta out a little bit earlier, but totally fine. And now the question is going to be, when does Bubez stop building Hippocon? Because we can see Bubez is actually in front right now. He's taken no losses to the centaur. He's picked off an Odysseus. He hasn't lost too much. He lost his centaur in exchange for an Odysseus, which is huge. We just see that these villagers, he almost loses one, but he should just move away from that wood there, go onto the home. What I would love to see right now from Bubez is simply just go to the heroic age. You might be able to get some raids with these. You've got to be super careful not to lose any. But again, if you get to the heroic age against this strategy, Atlanta just destroys everything. This is actually a huge raid, which is going to push Bubez even further in front. OdinKing does not have this protected at all. Too slow with the centaur. Not putting the pressure on. Given that he's completely walled up over here, you know, probably would have been better to maybe get a town center up or something like that. But now the centaur going to be able to pick off some of these Hippocon. He's get them away. He does lose one there. He's going to be picking off a watchtower, which is going to make this gold mine a little bit easier to be hitting. But we'll see. He's still building Hippocon. One option you can do in this matchup, instead of going straight to the heroic age, is getting spirited charge onto the Hippocon, which means they can't exactly chase the centaurs down, but they are going to be fast enough to get some surrounds and then maybe getting a pick off with the Hippolyta. And Bubez is actually seeing his opportunity right now to get some real damage done. The bolt does come down onto the Hippolyta. There's no stables right now for OdinKing, who's trying to get some pick offs, which he is managing to do in these villages. Just kill the villagers. You don't need to kill the temple. Killing the temple is just going to rebuild it. Losing quite a bit of stuff there, unfortunate, but still building those Hippocon. The Hippolyta is coming back out yet again. And the centaur chasing these guys down. He's still doing more damage. OdinKing's just trying to get as much poke onto these guys as he can, but really this is looking like it's potentially just going to be a straight gold starve here for Bubez. He's just kind of maniacally going after him. The villagers are getting pulled off the line though, not losing any villagers and just losing a bunch of those Hippocon there. Thanks so much for the gifted sub, Guilty. Welcome to the subscription team, Yellow Snowcone. And Hippocon back in, going to be tempted to get this at OdinKing. Does have to cast another ceasefire. He's out of position. Surprised he didn't cast it sooner. He's really struggling here for some reason. He's got his stable out now. And the centaur has picked off a lot of units and not lost many, which is really big. But now Bubez can definitely just go straight heroic age here. Yeah, it's fine. I still think just 10 Hippocon is more than enough to do exactly what he's doing right now, and he could have been heroic age at 10 minutes. And Then the Atlanta comes out. These Centaur get picked off. Nemean Lion for free as well. Curse onto the Hippocon that are going to be coming out. And you can just do so much more damage with it. But it hasn't happened. Still, it's still like an 11-minute heroic. It's still basically the same thing. Just a little bit delayed. Here we go. No more villages. And Aphrodite comes through. Hippocons start getting built again. And Hippolyta comes in and starts a Dagmaring. What is this? Wedged Eye? Surprised that wasn't picked up. Did OdinKing not see it? Scouting, man! It's so important. You get these relics that can really assist you. This would be huge. What can you do? And now Bubez can just chill. He's basically hit his win condition right now because he's effectively, for the cost of 350 wood and 4 favor, these Centaur are just going to get picked off by 1 unit, and there is nothing that OdinKing can do against it. And we'll see Bubez. Well, he's still building houses here, but he needs to get 350 wood here. Maybe stop building so many farms or something. You need to get the wood out instantly, or this raid is gonna be pretty big. Meanwhile, the Hippocon are coming in. They're gonna be looking for someone to pick off. Centaur moving in, and they're gonna get onto these villages here. Get a couple of kicks or pickoffs. Nice micro from OdinKing. You wanna have the 3 Centaur onto 2 different villages. Didn't quite get it though. Curse comes down. Villages are really low here as they're chasing these down. Gonna get a lot of pickoffs. Meanwhile, OdinKing's leaving Bubez's base right now. Atlanta going to be coming out very, very soon. And the Hippocon going to be picking off all of these villages. Meanwhile, OdinKing's on this back gold mine trying to get all that gold out. And he's really struggling to produce right now because he hasn't had access to his hunt here. He's on farms. He's got plow, he's got husbandry, but he's going to be losing some of these out-of-position villages that have to run away. And Bubez in multiple different locations around OdinKing's base, going after this gold mine right now as the Centaur coming back. And these villages are deciding to turn and fight as the Centaur come in, as they're going to start picking off these Hippocon who are going to be running away from this at this point. The Nemean Lion coming in to start roaring away at OdinKing as these Hippocon get away with their lives. And we do see Odysseus is out to try and deal with the Nemean Lion, but look how little the damage that he does. Only 30 damage an attack here, which is under that actually, 29.3 it looks like. Maybe a bit more, I don't know what the math is. But Bubez just chilling underneath Town Center fires, doing all the damage here. Picking off villages happily. There's the Atlanta. Look at her just coming in clean house here. Going after these Centaur. As soon as she starts hitting it, she gets up, she can catch back up and kill it because, or maybe not quite kill it. Just gonna, nah, the Centaur will run away. You can't quite chase it because 6 versus 6.5. Nice marker from OdinKing to get that one away there, but now the Centaur or the Nemean Lions and the Hippocon are just kind of sacrificing their way in here to pick off these villages. And now Atlantis coming back in to pick up some more Centaur. All the villages are falling and Bubez is just so far ahead right now. OdinKing taps out. GG, well played by Bubez. Fairly well executed there. Loved the wall that was constructed here, the walls here as well. Semi-fast roll gauge was great. I still think 10 is the magic number here for Hippocon, and 10 minutes is the perfection that you can get to the heroic age. But 11 minutes worked just fine for Bubez. Did a lot of pressure with those Hippocons. Somehow got away with that pressure. I think the stable was too delayed for OdinKing. Maybe he needs to work on the transition there into Hippocon. Because he picked off a lot of Hippocon and then he couldn't keep back up, he couldn't catch back up. Maybe that came down to not getting as many hurtables as he needed in the early game as well, which is a thing. Anyways, GG, well played. We'll keep going. We've got a couple more recorder games to do tonight and then I'll be going to sleep. Hope you're enjoying it.